Irashaimase.
We are
Cafe Étoile.
I'm Peachy.
I'm Strawberry.
I'm Six.
I'm Cyrus.
And for today's menu, we are serving up a style challenge. We are each going to pick an art style that we really like, and we're going to try and replicate it.
So everybody, what styles have you picked perchance? Who wants to go first in introducing their style?
Nose goes.
Nose.
Nose.
Six, you were last.
I totally said that before Cyrus. Oh.
Everyone else heard
betrayed.
me first. Get dunked on.
I could just quit, you know.
No, don't do that.
Okay, quit, we need you.
What was the question?
Tell us what style you're doing.
So I'm replicating Bee and Puppy Cat style, but specifically the Lazy in Space Netflix promo style. I have a lot of images from like all the different promotional images that they made, and I'm gonna try and replicate all of those.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
Very epic.
I think it'll be fun. It's a very magical looking and sparkly looking style, and I really love it.
I'm really excited to see how that turns out because it is very cute.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Lazy in Space because of how cute it is.
It's so cute. I love it so much. The style is beautiful. However. So I grew up with the YouTube series, and I don't mean to be like, oh, the original is better, but like the extra episodes that they added in to like make up for the YouTube series is, what's a nice way to say disappointing?
Oh.
Because like we get a little bit of lore for like some characters, but other than that, they really like changed up the pacing and the story from the YouTube series, which had like so many like little details that add up in the end. And I think that's what really made this show like one of my favorites. Well, my favorite. But like I assumed the team was rushed, or like it was a last minute decision to add in those extra episodes to give a little bit more context. But like, if anyone remembers the pilot episode, they changed Wallace to a baby head, and I don't really understand why. I miss Wallace.
Wallace. Anything about Wallace?
Wallace is a fish that cries. Maybe
Why did
we'll
they
watch
change it
Bee
to
and
a
Puppy
baby?
Cat. I don't know.
Wait, what? Why would they
Makes me
do
so
that?
sad. I don't
baby
know.
That's, I don't think you're wrong for feeling that way though, especially when it's a series that like means a lot to you. And I haven't watched either series yet. I've been meaning to, but I have heard that a lot of fans feel the same way. That like they were grateful for the new adaptation of it, but it also did not exactly do the old one justice.
Yeah, I still enjoy it. I still love watching it. I'm really glad that they got longer episodes and that there was, I guess, more budget put into like making things look pretty. Because unfortunately for me, it comes down to style and the aesthetics. I won't watch a show if it looks ugly to me. I'm sorry.
That's me too.
So valid. I am doing the Pokemon art style, but specifically the like trainer prints that they make specifically for the Pokemon Center art style is what I'm doing, because I think it is really pretty and cute. And I really want to draw my girl Lucine as a Pokemon trainer.
It does look so cute. I'm excited to see it.
Oh yeah, you picked an OC to draw for this, right?
I did.
Yeah, which OC did you pick?
I picked my witchy girl Lucine. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me get.
Oh wait, did you just say that?
Yes.
Yeah.
He said Lucine, but are you drawing her
I
as
love
like a
her.
ghost type trainer then?
Yes, I think
Oh my
she's
gosh.
very Mimikyu coded, so she's gonna have a little Mimikyu
Aw.
with her.
Cute.
I love ghosties.
The style I chose is Studio Trigger / Gurren Lagann because that's the show that I 90% got my references from, but across like multiple of their shows the style is pretty much the same. But yeah, I'll just say like Studio Trigger because if y'all watched my Get to Know Me video, then you'd know that I really like Gurren Lagann and Studio Trigger. So as soon as we decided to do a style challenge, I knew what I was gonna do. And I'm drawing my girl Venus because I feel like her hair is very fun and wavy, very much like how Mia's hair is very fun and wavy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to use Nia's hair as a reference to do Venus's hair in the style because I felt like it would translate well.
Yes.
Very exciting. I'm
And
excited to see how
who
you
is
do
Nia?
the line work.
Nia is one of the later main characters of Gurren Lagann. She's not in like the first few episodes.
We love her.
She is so great. She has such a great character design and she's such a great character. I
Yeah.
used her as a reference for a lot of this because I just felt like the way that she was drawn would be accurate to how I would draw Venus in the style. Current, or not current, like older Nia specifically, because there's both younger Nia and older Nia.
Ooh.
So I'm referencing older Nia to draw Venus. And also Yoko. I'm referencing Yoko a little bit too.
Yeah.
The art style that I chose is the Twilight Princess art style, but specifically the style that they used for the character illustrations and like the concept art. Because I thought trying to create like a 3D looking render would be too much work.
Absolutely.
That would definitely be a lot.
Yeah. Because if you know me, you know that I am obsessed with everything Zelda related, especially this game. And like right before we were even talking about doing this video, I was going through my Hyrule Historia and just like staring at all of the art in it and being like, man, I wish my art looked more like this. And so I thought it would be a cool opportunity to try and replicate it and maybe like learn some things from it in the process and see if there was anything I wanted to keep. But yeah, it's my favorite game of all time, and I'm really hoping that they make a Twilight Princess HD for the Switch soon so that I can play it for the billionth time.
What is the game originally on?
Originally it is on GameCube, and then they also ported it to the Wii U years ago, which I played that also, but
You
my
have a Wii U?
yeah.
That's crazy. You're probably one of the only people in the world.
Yeah. Because I played it for a good bit because there were some games on there that I really liked, like Nintendo Land or
Oh, I love Nintendo Land.
yeah. They also need to make another Nintendo Land. That was really good.
Yeah.
What the frick is Nintendo Land?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's like a
If you know, you know.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry.
okay, so we're gatekeeping now.
Yep.
We're gatekeeping friggin' Nintendo Land? Are you kidding me?
Land.
Of all the
It
things
was-
you could gatekeep, it's Nintendo Land?
I could just
It
go
was
there.
Literally.
Shut your dang mouth. I'm trying to explain.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. It's like I don't know how else to describe it aside from a Mario Party-esque game where it's a game with a bunch of smaller mini games and they're all themed after different Nintendo titles. So
Oh.
you could play through the different mini games and you could also play it with friends. And all the mini games were really fun, actually.
That's
And
Yeah,
they
that sounds
used
so
this,
fun.
this art style for it that was super cute. And like
Mhm.
you played as your Mii, and as you went through the different mini games, your Mii would like dress up like the different characters that you were playing the game of. It was so cute. I wish they didn't abandon it
Yeah.
because my brother and
My
I
favorite
played it
was
all
the
the time.
Zelda one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need you guys to let me have a solo series where I just play every Zelda game.
Okay.
Thank you.
I would
What do we think?
tell us if you would be interested in Strawberry playing every single Zelda game.
Every single one. I will have you know that it will be very annoying to watch me play it because I am a completionist.
Bee and Puppy Cat is my favorite show. Web series, whatever. I don't know what to call it because it's all of those things. But yeah,
feel
it's
like
also very pretty. I think I could learn a thing or two about simplifying things down. Sometimes I get too lost in detail, and I think trying out the style will help me with that problem.
I also picked mine because it is my favorite show.
Mine is my favorite game.
Oh, favorite like animation studio / show.
Yeah.
I really like Pokemon.
What's your favorite Pokemon, Cyrus?
My favorite Pokemon, Shiny Celebi.
Oh,
Because I love
Yeah, that makes
Celebi, and
sense.
Shiny Celebi is pink, so.
that's actually perfect. You look like a pink Celebi.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Like the way he looks.
Like his vibe.
I am a pink Celebi.
Oh.
That is how I look.
Because you didn't say vibe, you just said you look like a pink Celebi.
like in my mind's eye, like that's what you look like, is like a pink Celebi.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The same way where like when I look at a picture of a silly little cat, I'm like, this is what PT looks like.
You think
Yeah.
I look like a cat? That's funny.
Have you ever put up the picture of that cat? What's everyone's favorite Pokemon?
I love Piplup.
Piplup.
Love Piplup.
I don't really know if I have one.
Piplup and Celebi.
Two Celebi
Um.
lovers?
Celebi's perfect.
So true.
What does
That's-
Celebi look like?
Just
Is that the one
you
with
guys-
the eyes?
you guys remember that
I
picture?
don't.
That picture of dead Celebi?
Oh my gosh, yes, it is the one with the eyes.
how the lettuce looks on your McChicken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Celebi.
The way you referenced that meme and I knew what Celebi looked like after you said that. Yes.
It's
That
so-
McChicken
it's
meme
so
is so
funny.
funny.
I was like,
Like, he
why would
really-
you do dead Celebi like that?
He really did just look like very sad salad or lettuce.
Salad.
Salad bee.
Salad bee. I don't know what my favorite Pokemon is. Because, like, I feel like the Pokemon that, like, most matches an aesthetic that I like is Sylveon.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say Sylveon is my favorite. I mean, honestly, I've always really liked Mawile. She's so slay.
Oh.
Yeah.
The mouth.
Back.
The mouth. The big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. She's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know why. Like, when I got my first Pokemon cards and I got her, I had never heard of her before, but I was like, she is literally the coolest ever.
Yeah.
She's a pretty cool Pokemon. I love a lot of Pokemon. I just think that Celebi is the one that I like the most.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Gengar. I love Gengar so much.
Oh my god. I love Gengar.
You know? He's my number one favorite. I have like 3 different stuffed Gengars in my room.
Honestly, Gengar plushies are like the best ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the other Pokemon look a little deformed, but he always looks so shaped.
'Cause he's so bean shaped.
Yeah.
I used to have a like a Gengar blog when Pokemon Ask blogs were really popular.
Oh my god.
And it was so fun because
Wait,
I just
what?
I just had to draw a bean. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a Pokemon Ask blog. It was like called
That is-
a Gengar a day or something.
I feel like that's so you.
A Gengar a day?
Yeah.
Is it still up?
Is that on
No.
Tumblr?
No! You took it down?
Well, I like I
Yeah,
took
it's
it
on
down.
Tumblr.
This is
It was a Tumblr blog.
unbelievable.
I think the posts are still up there because I just like rebranded to an art account. No, okay. Here was the pipeline. I had
Oh.
my Gengar account where I was a Gengar a day, and then the Pokemon community kind of died, and so Stardew became my thing. So then I became a Stardew Ask blog.
Oh my god.
I was Cotton Candy Farm because my farmer was like pink and blue. And then I also kind of like slowly lost interest in doing like a daily Ask blog thing. So then I rebranded again into just an art account.
What's an Ask blog?
Peachy, did you ever use Tumblr?
Not
That's-
really.
Okay, that was a genuine question. I wasn't trying to. I was just genuinely curious because I feel like anyone who's used Tumblr regularly at one point knows what an Ask blog is.
Yeah. How do I explain?
It's kind of. I feel like most of the time it's kind of like a roleplay account, isn't it? Like people send in asks
Yeah.
and then you respond roleplaying as the character that they are asking questions to.
Yeah, like
Oh. You
for
roleplayed
both
as
the-
Gengar?
I had a Gengar character. His name was Vio, and he had a little bow tie. And I like
Aw.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I roleplayed as him and his trainer.
That's adorable.
And I remember I had a friend on there who I like shipped my Pokemon trainer with.
I thought you were
had-
gonna
they
say
had,
who
like,
you
a-
shipped
I
your
also
Gengar
thought
with.
that.
No,
like, "Huh?"
That was my immediate thought. I was like,
they
this is getting interesting.
they had like a Skitty blog,
A what?
and a Skitty, which is my other favorite.
Is that a
I
Pokemon?
love Skitty.
Yeah.
Skitty is so
Skitty.
cute. Skitty was my favorite as a kid.
Yeah, I
Do you
would
know
always
the pink cat?
I'd always cheat the
Yes,
quiz
the
so that I
little
could be
pink cat
Skitty
With
in
the
Pokemon
things at
Mystery
the
Dungeon.
end of the tail?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Skitty. Skitty's so cute.
And there was just a whole community of people that would roleplay as Pokemon, and it was
wait.
really fun
That's
because
wholesome.
they like we would just all like ask each other questions, and then you would draw like your Pokemon together, like hanging out. It was the cutest thing ever. I was really sad when the community kind of died. There's still some active blogs out there that I follow, but I miss my Ask blog era.
That's cute.
Yeah.
So I noticed with the promo art of Bee and Puppy Cat, their lines are very consistent, I guess. Like, there's not much line weight or, like, variation in the line work. And their eyes are very simple. There's not a lot of detail in it. It's, like, usually just a color. Just one color. And I made sure to make my drawing a little bit more round. They like using like soft shapes for the characters, and it's very pleasing to look at. I like it a lot.
Yeah, the style for it is very, like, blee.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked
Bubbly
those
is a
kinds of
good
art
word.
styles a lot. They're
Yeah.
like harder than they look to
Yeah.
draw like that.
I think like the biggest thing that stuck out to me is the way that they did like the like highlights in the images. They have like the like stark white highlights on the edge of like certain parts of it, and then like the line art coloring. I guess it's not always stark
yeah.
white, but it's like it's a really bright color.
Yeah.
And then the line art is lighter in those areas. And then they have like these like little like specks of highlight throughout each of the images. And so I think like the coloring is probably going to be like the hardest thing to replicate about the style.
Yeah.
Because the Pokemon style is pretty like simplistic. So I feel like the coloring that they used in these specific illustrations is going to be like the biggest hurdle when replicating the style.
Sometimes when I look at styles that do lighting a certain way, I'm like, I wish I could like get into their brain and understand like the thought process behind where they decide to put certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the art style for Hades, for example, was
Literally.
really hard when I tried to replicate it because they have these like flecks of very saturated colors, and I was trying really hard to understand the placement of them, but they seemed so random.
Yeah.
So when I was trying to do it, I genuinely didn't know where I should put them, so I just followed my heart.
Yeah, there's definitely like with that type of style there's definitely like a way that they specifically put it, like a specific way that they would determine where to put like the light and stuff, or like
Yeah.
the color and stuff, but it's kind of hard to like pinpoint it when you're replicating it because you don't know what that method is.
Yeah.
Especially because the Hades style with it, that is so, it feels so random.
It really does. Because I was like, is it a lighting thing? Like, none of these really fit the lighting scenario that they're in. Is it, like, specifically a contrasting color? But that didn't really line up either. So I was like, well, all I know is that it looks good. The art team did a great job.
The art team did a great job. I'm just gonna guess.
Looks great, boys.
Good job. Don't know how you did that.
One of the things I think I noticed the most was that the way that they do things that are curved,
Ooh.
like this Studio Trigger art style, the way that they do like ruffles or like wavy hair, I feel like is how you can most tell that it's their art style, if that makes sense. Like, of course, like, the collection of all of the different techniques together is how you tell, but, like, they, like, do it in kind of a specific way. Like, for Nia, for example, her hair is both very wavy, but also I feel like kind of pointy at the same time. Like, it's this very specific, like, hard contrast art style between like very sharp and decisive line art to create things that aren't sharp, like waves. So like looking at her hair specifically, like the lines that are used, if you like took away all like the color and detail, like they're pretty harsh lines, but they make like such nice flowy waves because of all the extra stuff. And I feel like
really
that's
interesting.
that's a constant in their art style, where it's kind of like they take these very harsh lines and make them work no matter what the form is, in order to give kind of like their own style, which I always thought was really cool.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest things that I attribute to their signature style. I'm so excited. We've only seen each other's like initial sketches so far, and we can't see what the other is working on. So I'm really hyped for the reveal eventually. When I look at the Twilight Princess style, what stands out to me is like the faces of the different characters. they're all very vastly different and very recognizable. Like a lot of the characters, if you just showed like their eye shape, you could probably figure out who it was, because they all have their own unique face, which I always thought was really cool. And I've always wanted that for my art style. I just haven't really acted on doing that. Don't know why. But I just like that there's so many different shapes. Like their noses are all different, their mouths are all different. The eyes have a distinct style to them, but they're still also very different. And the detail and like the line work for their concept art also stuck out to me. It's very sketchy but still clean. Like it looks like it was drawn in pencil, and I really wanted to try and replicate that. So I was going through all of my different brushes to see what best matched the style, and it's very hard because I also turned down my stabilizer on my brush so that I could actually like the purposeful messiness that their style has, because I'm all about doing super smooth lines. And as a result, it is taking me longer, like way longer, to do the line art, but I'm happy with it. I feel like it's going to be really rewarding.
It is very simple, which I've probably said about 50 times this video, but the Bee and Puppy Cat style is very simple.
Yeah.
It's just bubbles and cute and happiness and
I love that you describe it as happiness.
Your style is also happiness.
Thank you. You guys are being so nice.
Don't say that like we're not nice to you.
We're really nice to you, Six.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh,
I feel like Six
sorry.
faces the least bullying here. The Pokemon style is more simplistic than what mine usually is. Although, I feel like this specific style of Pokemon illustration is a little closer to my style than like the game or like anime art would be, because there is like more detailed lighting and shading.
I mean, honestly, I feel like in terms of the way they do things, it's not like, this doesn't feel like it's too much out of my ballpark. Like it's not the same. But like I said before, Studio Trigger's like base style is technically just like your average anime. You know, they definitely do like eyes differently, because I make my eyes very like yassified and sparkly.
As you should.
yeah.
But, you know, my style is also an anime style, so it's not, in terms of like the fundamentals, it's not really too different. It's just I feel like the techniques used are what is the biggest like distinction.
This style is different from mine in that it's a bit more angular. Like I would say that my style is usually has a lot of curves in it. There's a lot more pointed edges, especially in the eyes. The way they stylize faces is very different. Like I feel like I have the same kind of base shape for a face that I always do, but all of theirs are very, very different, and a lot more exaggerated as well, like based on the character. They also have a much more painterly kind of style, and like it's more, even though it's very stylized, the way they are painting the characters is based in realism, if that makes sense. Like when I'm looking at the concept art, the way they draw folds and like put shading in the fabric is very realistic, which I'm a little scared of replicating later when I have to render it, but it'll be a fun learning experience.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it's gonna turn out.
Me too.
I don't know, I really like how they do coloring. Like the shading and stuff. It's just makes it cozy. And I don't know. I really like it. It doesn't overcomplicate things.
Yeah, the coloring is really nice. I've always liked the palette of literally all of Bee and Puppy Cat.
Yeah.
It's so dreamy.
Yeah.
That's why it really caught my eye. Like when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
it looks so pretty and sparkly and everything that I love in a cartoon.
I don't know if it's like the way that they did like the lighting or like the shading or something, but something about the art style, I want to eat it.
Okay.
It feels like it looks like that it would be a sweet, soft gummy, and I like that.
That's so true.
And I always like making my art look more eatable.
Eatable?
The correct word is the correct word is edible. But that's all right. I can totally see that though when I look at this art style.
Yeah,
It's
it does look very yummy.
It's definitely just something about, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
When they do
Yeah.
is my favorite part.
You guys
I
have
love.
such a way with words.
I get that a lot.
So the thing is, I love admiring other art styles from anime, but I don't know why I have this thing where I don't like my art style looking too anime. Like right on the nose, it just came out of the show kind of style, you know? And I feel
Yeah.
like since I'm already inspired by Trigger, the elements that I wanted to take from it, I have already done so. So there's not really anything else. Like I really like the art style, like literally it is so amazing and fun and unlike anything I've ever seen. Do I want it? Not necessarily.
I feel like I've been talking about the faces so much, but I really want to take some influence from how they draw eyes, like so badly. Especially the way they draw. There's something about the way they draw, like Princess Zelda's eyes in the game, and just like her features in general that have really stuck out so much to me. Just the way they draw eyelashes and the way they do the shapes. I wanna keep that, I think, and try experimenting with that more. Otherwise though, I'm not really sure. I don't think I would keep doing line art like this in the long run, because when I do line art, I like to do it in one swift motion. But with this, I have to be more particular about it, and I kind of have to do like the small, shorter strokes to keep the sketchiness. Which looks good, but I'm a little too impatient as an artist to do that. But I do like the way they mess with line weights and they make it darker in some areas or like thicker in some areas. I would like to try doing stuff like that, because I did for a bit and then I kind of stopped because of the brushes I was using. I'm having fun with it. I've
You have
been
to say it in the
feeling-
past tense.
Oh, I had fun. I had lots of fun. I had been feeling like a little bit weird and like funky about my art style recently, so I think just trying something completely new really helped.
Yeah,
I'm excited
I have to.
implement it. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'll like do a drawing and I'll be like, I'm so good at art, and then I'll like do another one. I'm like, I am so bad at art.
Yeah, that's the artist way.
The eternal struggle. And sometimes it's like I don't even really like. Sometimes I don't know what I want from my art style anymore.
Yeah,
It's nice
I'm just
to
so indecisive nowadays.
it's nice to go outside the box and try something new.
Mm-hmm.
I really like style challenges personally. I haven't done one in so long, so this was very very fun for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think they're fun. It's fun to like, because I feel like I always am looking at other art styles and being like, I want to do that, but then I don't actually do it. So having the excuse to actually get to like study the art styles that I like and be able to learn and take from them in order to improve my own art is always nice.
Yeah.
Weed.
Well, thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment about what you thought of the video. And make sure to check out the links to Cafe Etoile and everyone's socials in the description below. Also, feel free to join our Discord while you're at it. Let us know what style you would want to go for if you were to do this challenge. And if you do, tag us on Instagram. Or maybe join the Discord and send it in. We have an art channel there. Thanks again for stopping by and come back soon.
Bye.
Bye!